I'm Ella Ladd from Kids First Film Critics, and I am at the Egyptian Theater in Hollywood, California, reporting live from the screening of The Lost City of Cecil B. DeMille. Today, I will be interviewing Peter Brosnan and Mark Coplan. So I'm here with Peter Brosnan, who wrote, directed, produced, and starred in the film. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I've been waiting 35 years for people to see this movie, so I'm doing great.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so who or what inspired you to start making films?
Probably seeing this film when I was a kid. I saw the Ten Commandments when I was about 5 years old. I couldn't believe how they could put those images on a screen, and I wanted to learn more about it, and so later on I went to film school.
What would you say was the best part of this whole experience?
Getting to meet so many of the old people who were alive in the 1920s and the 1930s and were actually part of the start of Hollywood. Getting to sit down and talk to them was just magical.
Yeah, that's super cool. Also, what is your favorite Cecil B. DeMille film, if not this one?
I think the silent version of the Ten Commandments. The remake of the Ten Commandments is certainly exciting. It was done, with a huge budget, but the silent version just looks more authentic. When I look at the Exodus in the 1923 film, I feel like I'm watching a newsreel. I feel like I'm watching home movies of the actual thing happening.
What do you think happened, or you probably know this, but what happened to the artifacts in the 1956 film?
We know what happened. The Egyptian government wanted DeMille to leave them standing so that it would be a tourist attraction. But DeMille was once again afraid that somebody else would make a film using his set, so they took it down and pulverized the whole thing.
All right, and what do you appreciate most about DeMille since you've gotten to know him so well through this project?
In the early days, it was DeMille more than anybody who showed the world that movies could show us huge, unbelievable things on a screen. They could take us to a world we had never seen before, make us believe it was real. They really taught us how to use movies.
I'm here with Dan Coplan, who also produced the movie. How are you?
Very good, thank you. How'd you like the film?
I thought it was great. Cool. Yeah, great job. What would you say is the best part of this whole experience?
Well, I think today was the best part of the whole experience because we had a great audience and they really enjoyed all the humor in the film, and they understood how hard it was to make this film. It's been like a 35-year journey for Peter. I myself have been involved now actively for 7 years, and to see people respond after literally being in the dark for 7 years was really rewarding.
Yeah. What is your favorite Cecil B. DeMille film, if not this one?
Well, I kind of grew up with the Ten Commandments, so I saw it every year at Easter time. So that was my first experience with Cecil B. DeMille, but I also enjoyed Samson and Delilah, and I thought The Greatest Show on Earth was also exceptional, but the Ten Commandments has always had a special spot for me.
And what do you appreciate most about DeMille and his work?
Well, I guess the scope of his work has always been fascinating, and not to make this an R-rated interview, there's always been an erotic component to his movies, which, as I grew older, I became more aware of, and now I'm blushing. But yeah, I mean, there was always an erotic component which I found fascinating. But the spectacle was always great, and he just had this great flair for dramatic spectacle, which always took me on a great trip.
Thank you for letting me interview you.
Thank you, and I'm glad you enjoyed the movie.
Yeah. Be sure to check out The Lost City of Cecil B. DeMille on DVD on October 3rd. This is Ella Ladd from Kids First Film Critics signing out. Bye.